Hey, it's Zerg here, and today we're going to be talking about the fighter hero Badang. Badang's passive ability is Chivalry Fist. After every 4 basic attacks, Badang's next basic attack will knock enemies back. If they are knocked back into a wall, they will be momentarily stunned. Increasing Badang's attack speed will greatly increase the frequency of this passive activating, allowing you to easily lock enemies into walls. Badang's first ability is Qigong Fist. Badang launches a fist wind forward, damaging and slowing all enemies in its path. Casting this ability also builds stacks of Chivalry Fist. Should this ability hit a wall, it will explode, damaging all enemies in the area. This ability will also activate the passive true damage of Endless Battle on contact. It is also able to activate the passive ability for the Thunder Belt on contact. It can also build the passive stacks on Golden Staff. His second ability is Fist Break. He dashes forward and upon making contact with the enemy hero, knocks them back and creates a wall behind them. This wall works well in his favor. It allows him to utilize the explosive area damage of his other abilities, as well as knock enemies back and trap them. His first and second abilities can be used at almost exactly the same time. Simply cast his first ability and immediately his second ability right after. Doing this, as well as having your passive stacked, will allow you to rush in and do a quick burst of damage. His ultimate ability is Fist Crack. He launches a flurry of punches in a direction, damaging all enemies in the area. He also gains a shield and becomes immune to crowd control. Moving the control stick or casting any other abilities will cancel the ability early. Similar to his first ability, if this ability's fist hit walls, it will cause explosions, dealing extra damage to enemies in the area. If your enemy is not by a wall, just use your second ability and then your ultimate to get the most damage out of it. Use all of your abilities quickly, starting with your first, then second, and then third ability to get the most use out of all of his abilities. An interesting note about his ultimate ability is that not only does it damage enemies in the path, it damages enemies in a radius around him, but you have to be close enough. So even if you miss enemies with the direct path of the attack, as long as they're close enough to you, you'll still actually be able to hit them. This can be very useful for hitting multiple enemies at a time. That about covers the basics of his abilities. He's pretty fun to play and overall I recommend buying him. That's all for now. Zerg out.